Okay, hello and welcome to 5 and 5, where we take 5 minutes to ask industry leaders 5 questions on how they're navigating the situation. And we have the wonderful Stephanie Dickson with us, who is the founder and CEO of Green is the New Black, an event and media platform promoting the act of living sustainably, consciously, and environmentally. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So to kick things off, tell us, what is your go-to karaoke song?
I am a massive Celine Dion fan, so I always go for All By Myself.
Brilliant. That's very appropriate for the time we're in. So how has the COVID situation impacted your business?
Yeah, as a media and events business, it's been very interesting. We were supposed to be expanding our Conscious Festival to London in June, and we were supposed to actually be having our Hong Kong Conscious Festival this weekend. So obviously the Hong Kong one we postponed, and then when everything kicked off again, we said, okay, let's innovate. And so now we're doing our very first virtual Conscious Festival. There's a whole new beast, but it's actually been nice because it's been able to give the team something innovative to focus on, allowing them to activate their creativity, and for us to really come together to continue to bring our community together and to continue to be able to talk about conscious living and sustainability in these sort of surreal times that we're living in.
Yeah, I bet. Oh my goodness. So what have been sort of like the biggest lessons and challenges with creating this new virtual platform?
Well, the first thing was actually trying to find the right platform. We spent about 3 weeks, one of my colleagues and myself, actually researching all the different platforms, doing all these different demo calls to try and figure out what is the best way that we can convert our physical event experience to something that's online, but still has all the engagement and fulfills all the objectives of being able to connect individuals with each other, but also to really support a lot of the social enterprises and the companies through the marketplace. You know, how do we actually create a digital version of that that's going to be meaningful for everybody? So that's really was one of the challenges. And so we've, settled on a platform now, and now we're trying to figure out, okay, how can we still bring the conscious elements and those little moments that you really experience in a physical event, how can we bring that to the virtual world? So it's been very interesting, but the team's been fantastic, and just really, being creative and innovative.
Amazing, well done. So what would you, sort of other people in a similar situation to you, what advice would you give to them?
Yeah, I think it's really just about, taking your time. I think even though it feels like we have to rush and we have to do things really quickly, we have just, we did it very quickly, but at the same time, just really taking a step back, breathing, and then assessing the options and trying to figure out what is best for your company, what is best for your community. How can you, continue doing your services, but in a more creative way? I think even asking your team, and getting them involved in the process to say, okay, this is something that we need to fix. I think having that team collaboration has actually, and opening up very deeply and honestly with the team, has really brought us together even stronger, which is a beautiful thing.
That is a really beautiful thing. That's some really great advice. Thank you. So what would you say is the best thing to have come out of this for your business? Is it?
I think it's still yet to be seen, to be honest. We'll have to see if we can pull off our first virtual festival. And if we can, then that will be amazing, because we're going to be able to reach a much more global audience. Hopefully, we won't have the physical barriers that I guess normally keep us together, but now it's able to open us up in a sense. So yet to be seen.
Okay. So my last question. So obviously COVID-19 is such an overwhelming situation, and people don't have that much bandwidth for other things. How do you intend to keep sort of environmental issues at the forefront of people's minds?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, because actually they're so deeply connected. Obviously there's different ways of why they started, but it comes down to, a few of them are obviously animal related and biodiversity related, and the decisions we're making on a daily basis are causing biodiversity loss and destruction and encroachment, where our worlds merge so much faster than they should be. And so I think it's a really interesting opportunity to, again, sort of take that step back to understand what are the decisions that we're making that are leading to these kind of pandemics to be caused, and trying to, you know, reverse back and figure out how we can avoid this happening. And sustainability has a massive part to play in that, and our understanding of the decisions we're making and the ripple effect that they have. So for us, we're really doing our best to share and to create pieces around the crisis, but also relating that back to sustainability and having that deeper understanding of what could this look like moving forward, and how can we use this as an opportunity to create a better future for everybody.
Okay, amazing. Well, I look forward to attending the virtual festival when it's ready. And thank you so much for your time and all your information. That's all we have time for today. This has been 5 and 5.